With President Cyril Ramaphosa announcing last week that international flights will be allowed again anywhere, provided you give a negative test, of course, we went to check out how international travel procedures will be impacted. Here's how things will look differently at OR Tambo International Airport. At the time of publishing, OR Tambo International Airport didn't have a COVID-19 testing station, so if your destination requires a test, best to sort that out elsewhere. Walking loved ones in is not allowed. To enter the airport, you have to show proof of your flight. While the airport encourages tickets to be printed out, digital versions on your phone will be accepted. Then you'll reach your first temperature scanning and sanitization at the door. All check-ins are done at the domestic departure section until December 1st, 2020. A traveler's health questionnaire needs to be filled in regarding your travel in South Africa. Then, a contactless full body scan is done at a checkpoint before further screenings are done. Once you're through, basic sanitizing rules and social distancing applies. For the next part, we checked out how KLM and Air France do things, but we understand most airlines follow similar procedures. Boarding now starts at the back of the aircraft going forward. Business and first class don't get priority. Another bag search will be done again. Aircrafts are disinfected once they touch down in South Africa. The plane is sprayed with roughly 10 litres of disinfectant and wiped down from top to bottom with airline-specific wipes. It takes about 15 people to clean the aircraft and about 30 minutes to complete. There is no waiting period needed in between the disinfection and passengers boarding.
Part of the catering service is reduced, meaning you have flight attendants walking up and down the aisle a little bit less. And we also request passengers to stay as much as possible seated, so we limit also the interaction between the passengers on board. And the air in the cabin is basically filtered every 3 minutes. So the full air in the cabin goes through a filter, and fresh air from outside is filtered into the cabin. In that sense, we can say that the air inside the aircraft is cleaner than in someone's house or in an office or in a meeting space.
The food processes had to change quite dramatically in the sense of when we cooked things before, we could reach a certain temperature to get a baseline food item. So for example, if we wanted fillet, we could cook fillet at 63 degrees. However, at the moment, we have to obviously kill every single bit of bacteria, and those processes now have to go to 70 to 75 degrees to keep accordance to the standard that is needed for COVID. So that obviously changes the whole play on the quality and the texture of the food items. So we had to work around all of those aspects. It hasn't happened with one airline, it's happened across the board.
Meals are served as they were packed at the catering company. Foods can no longer be cooked in bulk. Once landed, the plane will empty from back to front before the whole procedure can begin all over again for the new flight.